KVGC News Time, now 7 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock. Time for a look at the news for a Tuesday. It's the 19th day of November for 2019. Well, a storm system will bring snow showers to the western slopes of the northern Sierra Nevada, including Highway 88 over Carson Pass later today into Wednesday. This will lead to difficult travel conditions over the higher Sierra passes. Now, snow will be showery in nature with breaks in the activity. A winter weather advisory will remain in effect from 4 p.m. this afternoon till about 7 p.m. on Wednesday above 7,500 feet. Total snow accumulations of 1 to 3 inches with localized amounts of up to 8 inches are expected. Be prepared for snow-covered roads and limited visibility, and use caution if you're out driving in it. In anticipation of the winter storm, Caltrans has scheduled a temporary road closure for Highway 4 Ebbets Pass at 6 p.m. tonight ahead of the forecasted storm. They stress that with safety being a priority, the closure is done in the event that the weather would hamper driving conditions. Now, plans are to close Highway 4 at the number 2 snow gate, which is actually on the east end of Lake Alpine. While the closure is not expected to be the seasonal shutdown for Ebbets Pass, at this point, when it will reopen is uncertain.
And after 8 days of witness testimony, the jury in the Sean McGough trial took less than 4 hours yesterday to find him guilty of first-degree murder in the death of his sister Stephanie McGough in August of 2016. Now, Stephanie McGough was found dead with a plastic bag over her head, covered under a large pile of clothing in the living room of her San Andreas apartment in September of 2016. Evidence showed that containers filled with ice were placed around her body, and the air conditioning in the apartment was set at 60 degrees. Sean McGough was later arrested in Sparks, Nevada, in possession of Stephanie's vehicle. He is now facing a max 25 years to life when sentenced December 16th in Superior Court.
And the Sutter Creek City Council continued their work on an ordinance regulating Airbnb and other short-term rentals in the city. The council split on a proposal to limit the density of such units in neighborhoods, with 2 members wishing to restrict the number of rentals on a street or within a certain distance, but were overridden by a 3-vote majority on the other side, who wish to consider such restrictions only when a larger number of rentals come to the city. The council also adjusted the parking requirements in the ordinance and made a number of small changes. The ordinance is expected back next month for a vote on a final draft. The council also discussed the fate of property along the Highway 49 bypass. This property, about 150 acres in size, was set aside as a land preserve as part of the environmental mitigation from the construction of the Highway 49 bypass around the city of Sutter Creek. Given to the city by the state, the land has proven difficult for the city to maintain, and the council approved a resolution saying the property should be managed by a land trust, and to that end, the city will now seek to return the land to the state, so it may be handed over to such an organization.
And the Amador Sheriff Office reports the search for 17-year-old Victoria Marquina still active. The girl reportedly been missing since early October. 21-year-old Livingston resident Joshua Martinez, named as a young man Victoria recently met and attended a concert with on October 6th. Well, after contacting Joshua and his family, investigators learned he reportedly dropped Marquina off October 6th in Sutter Creek and has not seen her since. Victoria's black Honda Accord was found abandoned in Escalon, and after discovering her phone had been turned off, she was entered into the missing unidentified persons database as an at-risk runaway juvenile. As the Amador County Sheriff Office says, they currently believe she is an at-risk runaway juvenile. Now, the whereabouts of Victoria are unknown. The investigation is still active.
Well, as customers throughout Amador County and Northern California prepare for another public safety power shutoff, PG&E CEO Bill Johnson acknowledged to a state legislative committee yesterday that the utility had become complacent about power shutdowns. Johnson made the comments on Monday at a meeting that also detailed a series of major shutdowns in recent weeks orchestrated by the utility that left millions without power. Johnson told the panel the smaller shutdowns persuaded company officials they had figured it out. At that point, State Senator Bill Dodd told Johnson the company's handling of the large shutoffs has been, quote, a big screw you to your customers, end quote. A real trust issue has also arisen with the company. Now, public safety power shutoffs, or PSPS as they're called, have been ordered during dry and windy conditions to prevent catastrophic wildfires.
And the 19th annual Hospice Tree of Lights Memorial Celebration will be held Thursday, December 5th, 5:30 at Hospice offices in Jackson. Join the Hospice team honoring loved ones who've passed as they light their beautiful 14-foot blue spruce tree, donated and planted last year by Chad and Erica Simmons of Simmons Landscape Company. The tree will now serve as the agency's Tree of Lights for years to come. Now, the evening includes music, candle lighting, reading of the names, lighting of the Tree of Lights, and refreshments. Now, to commemorate a loved one on the Tree of Lights, visit the website hospiceofamador.org or call their office 223-5500. Now, for each $15 donation, your loved one's name will be included on the memorial board and read aloud at the ceremony. Each year, the Tree of Lights continues to grow, honoring our community's loved ones who've passed.
And I know JD's going to mention this again in traffic, but a reminder for you, motorists expect slight delays, maybe 5 minutes or so today and tomorrow from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Sutter Creek at the bridge. Crews are working there, and the police department will be there also monitoring traffic. So drive carefully there, especially on the way taking the kids to and from school. That's a look at local news on this Gold Country Tuesday morning from the KVGC News Center.
I'm JD.
And I'm Jim Geedy reporting. Remember, for the latest news, traffic, and weather 24 hours a day, be sure to visit our website at kvgcradio.com.